guess that this is live now. Let's see. It says that I'm currently live. Okay. Yeah, we're actually live. It's showing up. Okay, so I actually am not sure if you guys were catching the stream or not. I've added quite a bit from the last time I streamed to the game. We're having some issues right now with a few things, but hopefully we can figure that out. So some of the things we've added, we've updated the HUD. I got the ropes working. I had the interactable stuff working. Like when you show up, it kind of gives you a message, hey, open the chest, press E. So I don't know what's going on with that. So we're trying to brainstorm with that. I added like an NPC, some ice platforms, and some other pretty cool stuff. Work on the death tracker. That's going to kind of keep you up with how many times you've died. Might add some things. I've got a rule book to help kind of explain the game and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get this part fixed, which is a little irritating because I'm not sure what's going on. So I have it for every instance here, so it should be separated. I think what I'll do is I'm probably going to add in the distance. Let's see, distance between two objects, and we'll do player and interactables, and we'll do like 50. And we'll do the same with this, and maybe that'll... No, you're just still not liking it. Okay, let's do, what, 100? 100. We'll look here at the castle. So we want this one to be inverted as well. Okay, let's see what that gives us. Still nothing. So that is a little abnormal. It just shows up there. My Y is there. See, again, we kind of push that out of the way, and let's just see. Okay, so that's not doing anything. Okay, see, it's working for the wizard. But it's not working for the box. Works for wizard, not for box. Wizard, box. Both interactables. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have him coded differently. Well, if that's the case, then it's suggesting I just do this. Guide. Okay, then what we'll do then is, what if we do this as interactable? And we do X. Okay. And then I don't even necessarily need the distance aspect. That is interesting. Just to make sure I don't have anything here. I do not. So that should work. Let's see. Why is that not wanting to work? That's what I'd like to know. Okay, so we've got that. Should just be spamming E's everywhere. It is not. Hmm. What's so crazy with this? I don't know why that's not working. How does this work, but I can't get it to work anywhere else? No, any sense. On him, but not on his. Wants to lower the book back down where it needs to be. This is not making a lot of sense. See. Why is that not creating that there? Plays in collision with an interactable. That's an interactable. Creates on the base layer. Literally mirrors the NPC. Mirrors the NPC. Yeah. Promise guys, I'm gonna figure this out. You know, we might just turn to good old Chat GPT because that helps me sometimes. All right, so let's do. I wonder if I could copy, just straight copy. Paste it into gdevelop. I'm not sure if that works that way or not. That's not super helpful. So we are going to try this again. Let's do like maybe, see how this guy is working. Literally the same freaking script. Boom, 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 base, base, at position, boom, boom, boom. So that should work. Why it's not, I do not know. Really thought we had it with the event group, but not event group, item group. It was working earlier today, and I've changed nothing. So the fact that it's broken now, I'm just really, really confused. We'll do this again. Hmm. That is just so bizarre. It's like literally not even making anything, but it makes it here. What? 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 Okay, so something. Something is throwing this off, linking it in some way. That was for rope. These are all separate of those, still separate. Separate. Well, this is all further down, so that wouldn't have affected it because code should, in theory, go in order. Well, I mean, it's working, but I couldn't tell you how. How moving that even does anything. So I move this right back up here where it was, where it belongs. It doesn't work. And if it's trying to link it to these somehow, then you would think if I moved it over, it becomes an independent situation. It should work, however, it does not. Then if I move it down here, making it independent, it works. Or even if I connect it, it works. So there is something in between here and here that's causing the issue. Basic enemy. Hmm. Let's see. There's only one spot that has that. Well, then my question would be, what if I was to put it where it needs to be? Move this down. Move it under the fact. Okay, it works. Again, I don't know. I know technically with or in G development, I think most codings, if you've got one little thing in front of the other or some kind of conditions, like it kind of throws it off. So I don't really know what was going on with that. But anyway, weird. Okay, now we can start working on the rulebook. So we're going to want it to have another page or another scene. So we're going to call this one guide. Oops. Guide book. Okay, and going to do a little bit of drawing. I always use Aspirate for my drawing stuff. Terrible at drawing, by the way. See how this goes. Try to make a background for this. We'll do new. Full size there, okay. All right, we are going to probably do something because I kind of like the aesthetic I have going in the games. We're going to stick with kind of like this black border. Let's see what 5 looks like. 5 looks pretty good. Do something like this. And let's do what? Maybe not quite. Let's do, see, 1, 2, 3. We got 3. And go down. How many over? 3 over. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Something along those lines. Okay, cool. And then we probably want to do I'll do something like this color. Oh no, that's not really gonna look right. Let's do kind of like a kind of for the page maybe. Let's see. Yeah, something like that probably for the pages. And let's actually go back to our square and we're going to try to do a little something else. Probably something kind of along those lines, and that'll let us do Yeah, something like that would probably be okay. And then let's do a center. Like terrible, definitely have done worse. Okay. And let's try to do like a page design maybe. Let's see. What do I want to do? Something like this. Kind of looks like a page. Okay, so we're going to go kind of like this and just all the way down. That kind of gives a little bit of aesthetic. Okay. And now we can save this. Like this. Now sometimes when you draw like this, you could possibly get it enhanced over there with ChatGPT, but we're gonna try not to use AI art. Okay, so now we're going to add a new object, and it'll be a sprite, and we will import image. We'll grab our latest and greatest. Let's see. Let's see this guidebook. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I did not save it in the correct format. I'm glad I saved it as that format, but I need to save it as a ping. All right, now we should be golden. There we go. Okay, we want this zeroed out. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now we can actually start kind of putting the words and everything that we need. So let's do text. We're going to put guidebook title. Oh, it's not supposed to be a sprite. My bad. Just delete. You're going to text instead. We're going to guide book title. Love this font. I'll probably keep it black text. It's going to say guide book. Let's see, we're probably going to enhance this a little bit. Let's make this 50. That feels, yep, guidebook. Another text. This is going to be page number text. So the player knows what page they're on. This one just simply page number. One for modeling purposes. See, and we will add. Oh, nice. What's up, Riz? I'll have to show you everything we got going while you're in the stream. Just finishing up this guidebook real quick. I'll do a demo here pretty soon. Let's see, guidebook. So we need scene, variables. I'm just gonna call this page number. Set it to 1. Oops. And then we'll make this. Nice. Then we'll add this as, okay, we'll save. We'll make this to where the text. Page number is going to be set to the variable. Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and save this for right now, and I'm going to do a demo just because one of my friends is watching, and I'm probably going to wrap up streaming for today anyway. So let's do what we needed to here. We'll just have it to where let's see, we'll add that later. Okay. So we'll eventually get to where you can click on the rule book and it takes you to actually look at the guide and all that. But we'll go ahead and we'll just run a fresh game so you guys can kind of see what we got. So we hit start and actually ask, are you sure? It'll delete your game. So there's like a warning there. So eventually we'll get to use the guidebook. Can't use it right now, but we collect your coins, you get your chests. So like kind of the idea behind the game is you're going to have elements of Metroidvania. You're going to have elements of platforming. You're going to have RPG elements. So we have your coins per second, which is pretty typical of like any like idle game. You have your upgrade shop, and there is a save game. You can click to save, but it's also just constantly saving. So one of the issues that I came across is when you look at the upgrade shop, which this is just graphics holders, we'll replace all of these. But like we have like our wealth upgrades, we have our athletics upgrades, fortitude upgrades, recovery upgrades, we have combat. If you end up buying too many of the things that are not going to be generating gold, such as like your total combat scores and stuff like that, that's why, so it's just not really saying it's level 5, that's how much stamina you're getting per second. So again, this will all be kind of cleaned up and tweaked in the final version, but you really need to focus here on the gold because it's 100 coins just for one, but then as you upgrade, it'll go 100, 200, so on. So the reduced cost is very important. So one of the issues I'm having is if you don't know that and you don't go with reduced costs, then the game kind of goes slower, but I'm planning on having lots of opportunities to make gold, so it should be good. So let's go ahead and talk to the wizard. This is just kind of an explanation of stuff. I don't really expect people to read this. That's why there's a guidebook. If you don't talk to him, you miss out on the 1,000 gold. So you definitely want to like talk to everything that you see in the game. So it gives me the 1,000 gold. Now I'm going to go here to the upgrade shop and I'm going to go ahead and do the reduced cost just because I know that's really beneficial. And I do have this capping out at 6. Otherwise the game would just be too easy because it's not increasing by enough. So of course you have your normal WASD controls. You can jump and you can see it takes our stamina. Now there is a temperature system. We have cold and we have hot. I don't have any temperature area set up yet, but it is coded in. So we're going to go ahead and crawl on up, and this is just like a placeholder. So this is, if anyone's coded in GDevelop, this is kind of one of their generic sprites. I'll eventually change that. Everything else though, I mean the wizard I didn't, the coins I didn't, but like this kind of stuff I drew. I'm kind of going to go with this aesthetic where it almost has like a Minecraft-like aesthetic. So we hit E, we open up our chests, we climb on up. And then I wanted to try to create like a nice like grappling system for the game, but I could not. I kind of played around with it some. So the best I could do is it's already a default, rope that's going back and forth. So let's see, we think I have enough for another upgrade. Yep. So we were actually going to increase the coin value. You want to definitely upgrade anytime you can. But there's also nothing wrong with leaving idles. And it actually, real quick, before we do anything, I'm going to show you that it has autosave. So see, I can just boom, hit preview again, just restart it, hit continue, and we're back. So it has an autosave. So if you don't save, I've got you, it autosaves. Now, the issue that I am aware of is when you save everything, it saves everything except for things you've already grabbed. So see, I can actually go back and I can grab these, and that kind of sucks. However, you don't have to worry about grabbing the wizard again because the wizard's gone. Like the wizard doesn't respawn. I will show real fast that we have fall damage calculated correctly. See, I'm dead. This is the death screen. We hit continue and our deaths are up to 1. And eventually I'm going to have the deaths probably do something. I haven't quite decided exactly what that's going to look like. But you can see everything is working. You can increase like the coins. So see, it equates to the skill tree. So it's going up by 2 now. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff. And the way that the chest works is it's actually your coin value. And then depending on the rarity of the chest. So this is only a ×1. So it only goes up by 1. So it's not too big of a deal. But I'll show you real quick on this rope. So spikes as well. So spikes just kind of do a little bit of damage. Boom. Oh, I'm dead. So they do quite a bit of damage. So spike damage actually scales. So you definitely want to start upgrading your health eventually because I made it to where no matter what, you can't just cheat it. So there's a strength system as well. So eventually I'm going to get tired, see, and I naturally let go of the rope. I'm just going to keep dying, but it's okay. So we get out here. So I'll show you real quick. So when you're actually on the rope, well, let's see, do we encounter another issue? The game definitely still has bugs. So I'm thinking I probably have to tweak the rope. Okay, so yep, the behavior to grab it is not coming back since I jumped off of it. So we'll have to figure that out. That's not a problem. So whenever the strength thing happens, that's what's causing it. So let me actually go back to the code here, and on the rope, see, this is where we have the strength. So whenever it's greater, we're turning that off. And then what we want to do is whenever we are not in collision with the rope, and this is not that. We're going to change this to a yes. And hopefully that fixes it. If this doesn't fix it, then I can always go back and play around. Okay, so it's going to keep giving me some issues. So we're going to have to go back to the rope, but I'll show you the rest of the game. So we actually can smash this guy. and you get money and everything from stuff you kill. Of course, enemies come back as well. I've got little tips kind of through here, so it's basically telling you don't want to go down here, because if you go down here, you're not going to be strong enough to take care of it. So we keep on going. My stamina was kind of running low. So this is honestly where you would go at the beginning. There's still a couple enemies. This thing's probably going to kill me because I don't have enough stamina right now. Because normally you would kind of play around a little bit more if we're just coming over here. You'd rest and gain your stamina up. So my guy's actually going to die. Not much I can do about it. Now I'm back and I can just kill him. So the death penalty is not bad. I'm probably not going to have any kind of real death penalty. Once you've died enough, it'll actually kind of eventually start giving you some extra money or something. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do with the deaths, but probably the more times players die, the more stuff you'll get. That way people aren't getting frustrated at the game, because the game can be pretty frustrating if you're not able to make any real progress. So we just keep collecting these coins. It looks like I can increase my value of my coins again. Killed him. This is the castle door. So it's actually spam making E's now, so I'll have to fix that. That's not a problem though. I can definitely go fix that real fast. So let me close that and let me go to the castle door. Hopefully we can at least fix that. Coding's been fun. Castle door. Okay, castle door. And so we need to probably make this trigger once when true type of situation. And hopefully that doesn't do anything it shouldn't do. Okay, good. So we fixed that at least. So now we're still gaining our gold. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this last little part. See, my next upgrade is coming, and I'm probably going to honestly do some stamina. Stamina will be good to increase. So right now, even walking is actually draining. Once you even get like 1 point increase in a stamina, it actually feels really good. See, because I can't even gain it fast enough to not get killed here. Well, maybe. There we go. All right, hopefully Frizz is still watching, because I'm going to show him the ice platforms and some other stuff we've got. So we're just going to run past this guy. Okay. Let me kind of heal up here. We actually do have enough, so I can go ahead and I can put a point or two into... Oh, nice. Yep, Frank's there. He is #1. Our #1 fan. Okay. So we're going to do stamina per second. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then I was going to show you can actually fall through this ladder and it not actually do anything bad to you, because you end up falling in water. And this is the lighting system. This is supposed to kind of give you like a cave feel. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting with this is the enemies actually do not all stay here for some reason. So there's one area where, okay, well, there's an enemy, so he's actually still here. So maybe it's working better this time since I kind of tweaked it, but they were kind of disappearing because there's actually supposed to be some more down here. Okay, here's one. He's actually going to choose to work here. Oh, what? How's he not dead yet? Yeah. Yeah, okay, good, he's dead. Better recover my stamina a little bit. And there's actually a big chest once you get past this kind of cave area, which you could actually come down here even on your first playthrough without trying to like make it any further into the game. You could do that. Let's see, let me grab all this. Yeah, so it actually seems like they're all here, so that's good. So the lights will come on. So now we're outside of the cave. This is kind of like an underneath thing. I'll show you the part that's actually going to be probably too hard. Oh, come on. Why is the thing not dying? Sometimes these guys are just way too strong. There we go. So even with just that little bit of extra stamina, you can still kind of move. Okay, and then here's the big chest. It gives you a little bit higher multiplier. Okay, but this is the part that's actually probably going to be the area that you won't be able to make it through without a little bit more investment. Let's see if we can't go ahead and do more stamina per second. Okay, so this might be kind of fun to see if we can't make it through. Oh, I didn't grab it, so there's a problem. So this is a special screen for if you fall in an area that you're not supposed to go. So anyway, so that kind of works. I'll show you guys real quick because I can't make it to the ice platforms. I'll show you real quick what the ice platforms look like. So we'll go here. So like I did manage to make some ice platforms, which are pretty fun. Let me just kind of make a little area here just to show you guys. So see, you actually slide, see when you're walking normal, and then you can see the difference on ice. You have almost no deceleration. Let's cut that. Okay, so I mean, I definitely have learned a few bugs now, so I know for sure the rope's something we need to work on. I'm gonna add something with the death tracker for later on. I'd like to add some of the stuff for the rule book too. I might like hide little Easter eggs too, because I think just having a little bit of extra gold from the start would be good. And then I'll need to also figure out stamina as well, because the stamina used right now is just flat, and I'm probably going to have some sort of difficulty multiplier that's going to kind of track how long you've been in the game. That way it's like you can't ever reach the point where it's like just redundant basically. So I don't know, it's a little ambitious of a game because you're combining a lot of different genres, but we'll kind of see how it goes. But I'm probably going to call that good for the stream today. I'll stream a little bit more tomorrow. I'm going to keep working on this tonight, and my goal is to hopefully get the ropes fixed. So we've got where each instance is separate. So I actually don't think I needed this, because that is pretty much how it would be. Because if you make it to where it's just when you're not in collision, then the only problem with that is your strength will be able to achieve stuff. So as long as you're on there, let's see, collisions, active. Okay, and then player is not in collision with rope, that's set to 0. So whenever you jump, no, you release it, you set it to 0, set fall damage to 0. We could try real fast. Let's see, add a new event below. Let's just do that and see if that doesn't. I don't think this is probably the way to do it, because I'm afraid you'll be able to grab it infinitely then. Because it's basically always going to be on. You're going to turn loose and it'll turn right back on, but we'll see real fast. See, the wizard is gone, so you can only collect him once. So you can tell even with just a couple points, the stamina isn't as big of a deal as it was. Even though I don't want the game to be too hard, I definitely don't want it to be too easy either, so there's kind of a balance. That's frustrating. Okay. There's in collision with rope. No. There's in collision with rope. Let's see, what if I did this for 1 second and see if that's what's causing it. So that's not even what's causing it. Okay, so that's freezing it there. We don't want that. One to two. Do that once instead. Okay, so that's working. Okay, nice. So now I can grab on. Okay, but now the jump part isn't working. The fall's working, and then that's not taking it back. Now we're having another issue. So we might actually want that then to stay 0. We want that to not equal 0. Whatever you're not, it sets it to 1, to 0. This is freezing it. So that's not good. So it freezes. This is the issue. Setting it to 0, which is obviously not going to work with that. So what if we just don't want the 0? So now that's not stopping it. We're also not releasing the rope. However, when you click this is making it a no. If we're in collision and the behavior is active, it's this. Don't want the fall damage. If we want something, oh no, we don't want that because that would mess up multiple ropes. So let's actually make it was pressed. Jump. See, jump again for player will be a good one to add. And then if we did not active, because this is making it no. So it is not active. We're not in collision. It is active. We could actually go ahead and we can change this to 0. And we could make this where it has to be not 0. You can actually just literally do it as a not true or not equal statement. And what we'll do is we'll wait 2 seconds. We'll do like maybe one whole second. And we'll activate it to yes. Okay, now let's try it. Just going normal, you grab it. Ooh, just jumped off. Try that again. Jumped. I jump, but now it's not wanting to come back down. Okay, well, we don't want this trigger once then. Change this to is 0. It's not 0, is 0, and we start back. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Still fall. Yep, still fall. Okay, now why are we not liking? Now we're not liking the rope again. Like it was literally working a second ago. Why is it not now? Hmm. Slide off, it's not setting the rope state to jump off. Yeah. Yeah. Not really sure what's, because it's got to be the yeah, let's do like a debug text. I'm gonna have to do the debugging again. Let's go add a debug text and see what's happening. I think what's happening is somehow it's screwing up the swing. So this will tell us if it's that variable. This should tell us what's happening. Let's see, swing to debug. Oh shit. No, that's not what I want. Blech. Text debug rope. Okay, let's see if this helps us figure out what's happening. So right now we have rope 1 and 2 like it should be, but it's not letting me grab it. So it should be turning this on, so I wonder if I need to do something like this. And I need to, well, see what we do is we make it not 0. And do something like this. Okay, so it should be active now. I should be able to grab the rope. Why, what the fuck? That's not making sense, because this is the variable, so 1, I should be able to grab it. Okay, so when it's 1, so when it's not 0, you should be able to grab it. When it's not 0 and that's active, you should be able to grab it. When that's 0, we need to do this too. Jump strength would be the other variable that I guess it could possibly be doing something with, so we can try that. Not jump strength. Player strain, never mind, it's strain is what we're looking for. Oh, player strain, under P's. It's a test part, okay. Okay, so that's the problem. So it's showing it as 686. So for some reason, my strain is not disappearing is what it is. So when it's not equal to 0, I need to have this go down to 0. So that works. So now you're not gaining any strain, which is a problem. Okay, so we don't necessarily want it to where it's not 0. Let's see. So when it equals 0, there's not collision with rope, equals 0. It should be doing that. Let's see. The only reason I don't want to put it here is because then if you're trying to grab multiple ropes, you can kind of cheat it. So okay, so do rope swing sets to 0. So whenever this is 0, not collision with the rope. See, that should be setting it to 0 and then setting it to 1 and then reactivating the thing. So let's see. I should be at 0. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. I fall. And now the strength test is high, so now I can't grab. Okay. So then, see. So this is actually what is happening right here. So that's the issue. So I need to actually move the strain part up here. That's fine there. So now basically to restart my system, I'm going to have to do this for just a second. Okay, should be good. Delete. Okay, now it should work like a charm. It's going up. We jump off, it is 0. Goes. And once this goes, it should fall. Oh, dang. Yep, Frank called it. Falls off, needs to reset the string. Okay. So whenever this is, so I mean to make it to where when you're not in collision with the rope, because we don't want it to be infina. So it's all working now. We're so close. We almost have it solved. This will be a great way to end the stream on. I think I know what to do now. So when player's in collision with the rope, and it's 5, so that needs to actually stay the same. What I actually need to do is I need to add in one more not in collision with the rope. And we'll have it do this, and we'll have it do... Okay, now let's try it. So now we're 0. Grab, we're good. We jump, we're good. It starts, we're good. So that's all good. Now let's see if this fixed our problem. If he falls to his death, we've won the game. Nope. I really thought we fixed it. So, player's 9 collision. It's greater than 500. Resets it to 0. Non-collision roller rope, greater than 500. You know what? Let's make it where it has to also equal 0. Oops. 0. So now that should require me to have to jump first. Should fall now. Yep, boom, dead. Never happier to see a dead man. Oh, but now it's not resetting. Dang. So why is it not wanting to reset? So not in collision with rope. Greater than that. Swing is 0. Sets to 0. So now it's going to be too high. I'm going to do this again to reset. Okay, so this, figure it out eventually. So this isn't the problem. It resets from there. So when I jump off, so this is working as intended. Rope swing hits 0. Boom. That's working. The part that's not working is if I just stay on the rope. So if this is fine, this part not in collision with rope equals 0. If I do this, though, I'm pretty sure that's kind of what we tried before, and this is going to be the infinite loop of me just rocking on the thing. It's just going to reset back to 0. Yeah, so this is going to be an endless reset to 0. So I got it now where you jump, that works. But I need it to where you're no longer touching that. So we could do a distance situation here, maybe? Between rope and player. We'll do like a small distance, like 50. I think, because what's happening, I think, is technically not in collision necessarily with it. Okay, yeah, that works. So now that's not working. What the hell? So I don't want that. Probably have almost that point where I just gotta take a break because I'm getting irritated. So greater than 500. Not activate that. I wish that we could just kind of would hate to do this. No, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want. see. There's not in players in collision. Boom. We're back to this being the problem. So it makes me feel like this isn't even really working at all. Well, no, I guess it is, because that's turning it to 0, then that works. What if I just eliminated that? What would happen? So maybe that's actually not needed. I was thinking it was. Oh, because then it's just permanently 0. No, it should be setting that to 1. How unusual. Why is that working the way that's working now? That's set to 1, 2, 1, and 2. What in the world? No, it's not even rocking. That's not making any sense. So we've got this, and this. I think what it's doing is permanently triggering that. Yeah, I was permanently triggering that. That makes sense. So then we need to have something like this, where this triggers 1 time for purposes of this. So boom, boom, boom. So back to an infinite swing again. Debug. Okay, so we're at 0 as it should be. It's going up. It's not going up at all. And the reason it's not going up at all is because of this. Going up, 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 up. Oh no. Okay, so we don't want that, so That's not going up at all. That's working at least. And now we have 1 and 2. Got this. Make that like a true or one small true. Okay, now it's counting up. Okay, I fell to my death. That reset look like? So dead, and it resets. Very good. Well, I say that. Now I have a new issue, because now your strength is not resetting until after fall. Yeah, it's interesting. So let's see. So fall works. Okay, but then this does not. Wait, that is what I want. Except when he's not in collision, though, it should be triggering that. Okay, this. That works. Jumps. That resets as it should. So now, if this actually falls, nice. See, it doesn't reset automatically either. Oh, but you know what kind of sucks? See, I just tested it and you can't re-grab the rope. So that means if we were doing multiple ropes, we'd be in a bad spot. So I'm gonna have to like change this to like 0.2 maybe. Let's see. This actually needs to be a little bit longer. We'll do that like a 0.5. Only thing that kind of sucks is how I've got it programmed now. So if you jump on it, it's a 1, it's going to start going this direction. And it always is going to switch it to a 1. I could actually do something. I mean, what I could do is I could say, okay, if this is 1, then it switches it to 0. And if it's 2, that switches it to 3. And then if it's not 3, and then if it's equal to 3, then this one becomes 2. And yeah. Now it should feel at least better, I hope. So let's see, you're on here, boom. So let's see, jump, oops. I'm not able to, so I need to actually probably make that a full 4 full second. I originally had. Oops. Now let's try it. Second might be a little bit too long. I'd probably go for like maybe 0.8. No, it can't be too close to 0. We're gonna be cooking now. Let's see. Oh, it's still not as smooth as I want it to be. Well, the issue is too, I'm running out of stamina. It's going a little bit too long. We'll try 1. See, I feel like 1 was too long. 0.8's not long enough. No, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Let's see, upgrade shop. I've never really got high enough to see all this. Let's see. See how 9 feels. Well, the idea now is that it at least goes the right directions. See, that's a jump issue. Which makes me actually kind of think I might do away with the need for stamina expenditure on jumping because we're using strength anyway. So maybe for jumping, I'm going to put you're not in collision with rope specifically. I feel like that's going to make the jumping feel better. All right, that's pretty good. We'll keep tweaking it, but got a few more things I want to try to do, but I'm probably going to call it a night, guys. Thank you all for watching the stream, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted for any updates I have as soon as get some more work done on Crownbound, and you can look for it on Itch. I appreciate